Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy dishwasher magnet so that everyone in your house knows whether the dishes inside are clean or dirty. For this project I'm going to use my Cricut machine, my standard grip mat, some permanent vinyl. I'm using blue and black, but you can choose whatever color you want. Then transfer tape, and then I've got these magnetic rectangles. I'm going to add my design to these. In design space, click on new project, and then what we're going to do is we're actually just going to put an outline of the actual magnet that we're going to use. So if you click on shapes, we're going to click on the square, and up at the top we're going to change the dimensions. Mine was 3.5 inches wide by 2 inches high. So that's basically the dimensions of my actual magnet. So the next thing I want to do is just change the color. So at the bottom, you just click on the blank canvas, change the color at the top from white. I like to make it green, and then this color we can just change it to white. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to just add some images or text to this box. So I'm going to make two different options. So I'm going to right click on this and say duplicate. And in this one, I'm going to just twist it around a little bit to make it stand up. So let's do this. Let's add an image. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for like the Facebook thumbs up. So I'm going to click on thumbs up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one and say apply or add to canvas. So now what I want to do is I want to resize it so that it fits into this box. There you go. So the idea of using a thumbs up is basically if this magnet is sitting on your dishwasher, if it's thumbs up, it means that it's clean, and if it's thumbs down, it means that it's dirty. So what we can do is you can either just leave it this way or you can add some text. So I'm going to click on the text box and then type in dirty, right click and duplicate, double click and type clean, and that's basically my two little fonts that I'm going to have in there. So then I just want to change the font, and you can change it to whatever you want. The one I'm going to use is DTC Barn Acre, and this is it. So you click on the font. Now I have to do it again. Go in here, DTC Barn Acre. There we go. So if we change the size of it and just scoot it in there, resize this one. This one we have to twirl around, put it upside down, and move that in there. So in order to make sure that the alignment is correct, what we basically want to do is just highlight all of these components, and you say align and center horizontally. So that will just make sure that it is all in the middle. Then you're going to just highlight the thumb and the actual background, and you're going to say center vertically. That's just going to make sure that that thumb is right in the middle of our actual magnet. So you can now play around with your colors. I'm going to actually just make mine blue. So if you want to keep it black and make sure that it's all black, just highlight and say control while clicking on all of these. You go onto color sync, and you can actually see that it's two different colors there. So what you can do is just drag, if you want to make it black, just drag those colors in there to make sure that it's all the same color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back on the layers and then click, hold down control and click on all my images, and then go in here and I'm going to change mine to blue. There we go. So the next one that we can do is just a normal written one. So again, if it's upside down, it says dirty. If it's the other way around, it says clean. So the one word is going to be upside down, the other one is going to be straight up. So if we want to go into text, I'm going to change the font to DTC cottage cottage style, and I'm going to click on my font, and then I'm going to just double click and write in dirty, and then I'm going to right click, duplicate, double click on that one and write clean. So the next thing we need to do is resize this so that it actually fits onto our little magnet, and as we mentioned earlier, the height of it is only 2 inches, so if we make the writing at about 0.75 inches, that should fit in nicely. So we're going to go to the top, change that to 0.75, and do the same with dirty. Click on that, go into the top, and go 0.75. Okay, so let's just drag this down a little bit. So what we want to do is just move that one in there, move this one around, put it upside down, move it in here, and then what I want to do is just put a line in the middle. So I'm going to add another text box. I'm going to use the underscore, so I'm going to put shift and do the underscore, and then I'm going to just change that, or the width of it, to 3.5. Now what I can do is I can just move it in there. Okay, so in order to make sure that it's all lined up and centered correctly, we're going to just highlight all of those, say center horizontally. It's just going to move it to the middle, and then I'm just going to highlight my background and the line, and I'm going to say align vertically, and that's going to make sure that it's actually split in half. So before actually making this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete the background like that. Then I'm going to highlight these three and say attach, and I'm going to do the same with this one, so say attach. So I'm actually going to make both of these, so I'm going to just go make it, but if you just want to do one of them, you can just go ahead and then delete whichever one you don't want. I'm going to say on mat, I'm going to use a 12 by 12 inch mat, say continue. So this is going to give me two mats, one black and one blue one, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to click on the blue one, go on to the three dots at the top, say move object, and move it to the black mat. So now on the black mat I'm going to have two images, and I'm going to basically just have a black rectangle on this side, and just next to that on the same mat I'm going to put my blue rectangle. So I'm going to go and say continue. To set my base material, I'm going to go browse all materials. In all categories, you're going to choose vinyl, and then just scroll down and look for the one that you're using. I'm using premium vinyl permanent glossy. Click on that and say done. Then I'm just going to leave my pressure as default. I'm using my fine point blade, and I'm going to go ahead and load my mat into my machine. Once you've weeded your design, go ahead and add your transfer tape. So now that I've added my transfer tape to my design, I'm just going to pull the backing off and have my design ready to be added to my magnet. Now that we have our design on our transfer tape, we're just going to add this to our magnet. And then we can go ahead, use our scraper tool, just make sure that it adheres properly. And there you have your quick and easy dishwasher magnet, so that everyone in your house knows whether it's dirty or clean.